That might be too late. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Nerd Roll Call, episode 8. Is 8? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As we get like further in episodes, I'm probably gonna forget the episode number. So yeah, I'm your host, Mark Flores. With me today is Doug Lee. Doug, how you doing?
Good guys. How about you guys? How about you?
Good, good, good. Oh, hey, so you showed me earlier. What did you want to show everybody else?
Oh yeah. So I have a new little special hoodie I got recently. I love this thing. It helps you stay conspicuous or hiding in plain sight. So let me just put it on real quick.
Just in case maybe you want to sneak
Yeah.
through other people passing by and what is that?
This is the Assassin's Creed hoodie. So if I want to stay conspicuous, I just gotta sit down here and chill.
Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. So you can now jump into barn.
Yes. The one thing I need is a hidden blade. I mean, like, sure, I got a pocket knife, but that's just a little awkward. So
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So that's pretty cool. When did you get that?
I got it like this past week. Like I just saw it. Like I was like shopping in the mall. Like I saw it at a Hot Topic. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like the coolest like hoodie I've ever seen. I just
Of
needed
course. Of course, Hot Topic would have it.
it. Yeah. I mean, like, that's cool. Another thing about this is actually like kind of like fashionable. Like this is just like pretty much like a regular hoodie, and the hood is just like specialized. It looks just like
Yeah.
this assassin's hood. I mean, like if I stand up and like look at this, it's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just looks regular.
yeah, exactly. So I was like, it works.
Nice, nice. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, again, welcome to episode 8. So yeah, we're down 2 co-hosts. Let's see, Crispy had to attend to his son because he wasn't really feeling well. So yeah, there. And then Princeton must be out right now, or maybe sleep now, because he was watching the Mayweather fight with his coworkers. So yeah, so hopefully we could all meet up again next week, hopefully. So yeah, let's see. What's in store for this episode is basically a lot of stuff like usual. So, and hopefully maybe some viewers gonna pop in some questions as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna start with okay, keeping my eye on. First off, we start with video games. Let's see. Oh shoot, you didn't really. Did you ever? No, we'll skip that. So. Okay, so the next part. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the pre-Tokyo Game Show like info that Sony basically had a press conference in Japan before Tokyo Game Show, and let's see, one of the things they announced was let's see, what was it? It was a PS Vita TV.
Interesting.
Yeah, so were you able to see any of that, or did you hear anything about that?
No, this is
Going through news.
This is actually the first that I've heard about like the past week. I've heard about a lot of other random news like tech-wise and stuff like that, but like this is totally new to me. What can you tell us a little bit what it's about, Mark?
Yeah. Let's see. So, let's see if I can remember. So I guess they wanted to. They said that they want to use that or share it with. They're trying to make it like a 2DS-ish type of thing. But basically, what you're gonna use it as, I want to say they made it sound like it's like an external hard drive, but it was like playing PS Vita games with a controller, plugging up to your TV. So, what do they call that with the PSP?
Plug like I know PSP had like some like a very limited form of remote play. I mean there were certain files that were like compatible for PSP and PS3, like Final Fantasy VII, that kind of stuff. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
I guess
Oh, go
it
ahead.
depends on the game though.
Okay. Yeah. So it was something like that. Basically, they want to just use that device they have and plug the PS Vita to that, and then plug that device to the TV, and then you can play your PS Vita games on it. I think that's one of it. Yeah, I remember it from. But let's see. I think it was priced pretty cheap, like $99.
Wow,
So
that's not bad
yeah,
at all.
so yeah, they're trying to get like a family market there, and then let's see what else. What else were they talking about it? Let's see. Oh shit, now I'm going blank. But anyways, so yeah, they announced that, which is interesting because um, they referred it to something else with Apple
Hmm.
regarding it with Apple. Yeah. Anyways,
Interesting.
so I'll talk about it more like next week or something.
Yeah.
Get more info about it. But let's see. The next part was so they this might be just for Japan. They announced a slim model of the Vita. Um,
Slim,
yeah,
huh?
yeah. I guess it's about that time since it's been like what a good year or so since
Yeah, I
the
mean, I
original
feel
Vita came
like
out.
I haven't seen an image of the new one yet, but I feel like the Vita was already fairly slim as is. You know, I mean,
Yeah,
like the original one was pretty chunky, but
yeah, it was.
I mean, I still have mine. That was a fun thing to use. But I thought the Vita was actually pretty. I mean, granted, the screen size is a little bit bigger and all, but I imagined it was still kind of flat.
Mhm.
Do you have one, Mark? Or
Oh no, no, no! I don't have any of the handhelds. But yeah,
Hmm.
just I seen it around and yeah, looks exactly what you said. Thinner than the regular original Vita. So yeah, not too sure if it's gonna just be out in Japan only,
Mm,
because maybe that's a more popular market as it
yeah,
is right now in the U.S. Um, but yeah, if it comes out here, then that's pretty good.
yeah,
As long as they make it the same price as what they announced before, from Gamescom, I believe. Yeah,
yeah.
like 200 bucks, I think we said. Yeah,
Wow, that's not bad at all.
yeah,
I may actually
yeah.
buy one of those now. If that's the
Yeah,
case.
exactly. So yeah, I mean, hopefully it comes out here, and then yeah, hopefully the Vita starts getting like more and more popular.
Hmm.
Let's see the next part. Okay, so this is near and dear, close to me. So Final Fantasy 14. They basically announced, of course, they're gonna have that game on the PS4. So
Ooh.
excuse me. What they decide to do for anybody that bought it on the PS3 is if you want once you're able to like transfer to the PS4, you don't have to buy a separate game. So
Mm,
you can do a free transfer from the PS3 to the PS4, and you're good to go.
that's pretty
So
sick.
yeah,
Uh,
so that's pretty cool on their part because
yeah,
yeah, we
yeah.
all know like in this transition stage, people are undecisive if they're gonna buy like say Call of Duty Ghosts on
Mm,
the 360, and
yeah.
then if they're going to go transfer over to the Xbox One, they
Mm,
have to buy a separate game for that.
right, right.
So yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool, and
yeah.
yeah,
Although,
it's but
I was actually gonna ask you along the lines of Final Fantasy 14. Like, I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. Was there any news about that at the Tokyo Game Show as well?
let's see. I believe I think they showed something of like the HD remixes of was it
One
HD
point five.
1.5 and I
Yeah.
think one. Yeah. Other than that, oh no no. Well, they did. I did see like in recent articles that it's going to be a good while till
Oh
till three is
no.
going to come out because who's the guy who's making it or that's
uh,
known about?
I think it's Homura.
I think her. I want to say her. Maybe Hermora, the guy that does this.
Yeah, they got
It's
the series.
all about the
Oh,
zippers.
Tetsuya Homura, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
No more. No more. Yeah.
yeah. So I think well he's doing something else, and I think that's taking priority over Kingdom Hearts right now.
Yeah, because
It might be Final Fantasy
14.
13,
Yeah, yeah,
13. You know all the 13s.
yeah. Because I mean, like we've been waiting like years and years for three. I mean, like Kingdom
Oh
Hearts 2
yeah,
came out like when I was in high school, and I was in high school in like 2007. So
yeah. So yeah, you're still waiting for it. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
So yeah, yeah. Yeah, hopefully it's not too long, like not too long of a wait, because well, at this point it's just whatever. It's just bring it out. It doesn't matter how long
yeah,
it's gonna take it at this point. But
yeah.
yeah, let's see. Let's see. Let's okay. On to the next part. Let's see. Again, another game that's near and dear close to me. The Yakuza series from Sega. So they announced a sequel of let's see of the previous not previous modern game, but like the previous like samurai era game. Like I think the first one was called Yakuza Kenzan. So the next one they announced is Yakuza Ishin, announced
Mm,
for the PS4. So that's pretty cool. The Yakuza series it's like a cult hit in terms of the U.S., but everybody loves it like in Japan.
Mm.
The only issue I have with it is since we hear that this is coming out in Japan, where's Yakuza 5? Because yeah, the last one is Yakuza 4 that came out here, and they not rarely, but I guess they didn't have the budget or means to be able to distribute it like as much as they can.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we hear something about Yakuza 5 coming to the U.S. because yeah, man, again, I worked on the first game and I fell in love with it after that, and I bought every single other game after that. So hopefully Yakuza 5 comes in to the U.S. Yeah, and yeah, that's it on video games.
Nice.
And hey, there's a viewer. Hi, viewer.
Oh, hello, viewer.
Let me see. Hold on. So next up, okay. So, all right. Now, Doug, this is for you. This is you now.
All right.
So, Doug, you saw a little bit about the iPhone. Was it 5S?
Yeah, 5S and the 5C. It was from
yeah.
Apple's keynote this past, I believe, Wednesday. Yeah, it was this past Wednesday.
Okay.
So a couple days ago. Yeah, some interesting news involving like the 5S and 5C. I think a lot of people were kind of, they're already waiting for the 5S because Apple tends to do like a yearly release on their phones. Like last year was obviously the 5, and then year before that was the 4S. And but it's interesting. Like I feel like there's a couple like I have like some mixed feelings about it. Like I mean right now like although I'm a sucker for a lot of like the specs of the new iPhone, the new 5S. Like like it has like some of the features I really like. It has like a much better camera. I'm kind of like a photography nerd for those of you that don't know. I just got into it like the past like year or so, and I'm always trying to do the new camera gadgets and that kind of stuff. And and like the phones are really they've set up the game with the camera in terms of like features. Like it actually does like burst fire. It actually does like the camera is actually like it has like better flash. It has basically it has like a better larger sensor. And basically live video zoom and like better zoom and better like stabilization like all around. The only thing it doesn't have the only thing that differs from like other camera phones I know is like it doesn't have as many megapixels, which depending on how you look at it can be a good or bad thing. Like as one of my old photography teachers told me, megapixels is not everything.
Yeah.
Megapixels just determine determines like the size of the photograph like you can make. So like unless you're planning to make like a huge banner, you don't really need to worry about that too much. Other main features of the 5S were basically like just basically enhanced specs like internal wise. Like externally, it's pretty much the same thing as a 5.
Okay.
Like all the cases of your 5 will fit onto a 5S. The only thing externally different is like basically the flash and the you have a fingerprint scanner now on there too. But yeah, some people like may find it impressive. Other people will be just like, oh, well, I had that on my old Dell. Does that really do anything? I mean, I guess supposedly they could argue it adds an extra layer of security, but at the same time, just like, I don't see it as necessary though.
Yeah.
But I think like and like I'll move on from the 5S to the 5C. The 5C really isn't like personally for me, it's not anything really for me to to write home about. The only thing I see, I mean, like, well, obviously we're all getting iOS 7, so that's nothing to really worry about. We're all getting that. Basically, the only thing I see is just basically like different colors. It has the exact same processor as the iPhone 5, so it's really not too much different there. The only thing I think I could really see that's different, just maybe price. I'm not sure if Apple's gonna like discontinue the 5 and just do the 5C and then 5S.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's a possibility. Another advantage I see with the 5C is that instead of an aluminum body, it has a plastic body. So I have like a parent, for example, wanted to buy this for their children, or like for their like
Okay.
the junior high or the high schooler, like if they break it, it should be a little bit easier to
Yeah, that's
yeah
true. That's true.
yeah it should be like I feel like it should be a little easier to place in like your standard five, which is made of aluminum. I mean, granted, if you get Apple Care, you're okay, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm trying to see that. I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like with these changes, though, I feel like in terms of like if people were to ask the question like like would you get like a Galaxy S4 like over the iPhone 5 or 5S, like that's always like the perennial question, right?
Yeah. As of
Yeah,
right now, yeah.
yeah. I mean, like to me, like the way I think about it is like I see it like it's kind of like comparing a ice cream sundae to a candy apple. Like with the iPhone
Okay.
being the candy apple, and then like like Android being like the or Google being like the
Ice cream
like
sandwich.
ice cream sandwich or ice cream sundae. Yeah, because like Apple, you actually you know what you're getting. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
like a candy apple. You know what you're getting. It's the apple with caramel on it. I mean, you keep.
Yeah.
I mean, here or there you can add like one new thing to it. Like maybe you can add some like sprinkles or like a marshmallow, but with ice cream, you can like get like strawberry ice cream or like a vanilla or a chocolate, and then like you have this whole route of customization. Like I
Yeah.
think that's the thing. I think Apple has like a strong, like steady, stable product. I mean, like people know how to use it, people are familiar with it. Like after a while, but I feel like a lot of people say like I'm personally an iPhone user myself, but
Mhm.
a lot of people say with the Galaxy or the Samsung stuff, they get some like they get a little more customization, they get to do a little more tweaking with their thing. I mean, like I mean, in my opinion, both of them are excellent phones. It's just like I feel Apple's getting a little behind in its feature set,
Okay. Yeah.
but I feel like Samsung or Google is actually just continues to like keep on innovating and like adding all these new features and
Okay.
features. But
Yeah,
yeah.
you made it Android sound like Cold Stone ice cream.
It
Yeah.
kind of is if you think about it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's interesting because what did I see? I saw a little bit on IGN in terms of the contracting.
Yeah.
What was it like? What was it? $99 per? No, was it per? I don't know.
For
There was like a fully unlocked price for like the five. It was an iPhone 5C,
mm,
and there's like a cheaper, I guess, 2-year contract wise type of thing.
mm,
Um, but yeah, it
interesting.
it seems interesting about it. Yeah, I the funny thing was like I have a Galaxy a Galaxy X3 S3,
Yeah.
and right before that, okay, before that I had a BlackBerry Storm.
Oh wow.
So that's a pretty huge gap in terms
Yeah,
of
that's a big
like
leap.
phone to phone. So I had like a cracked like unlimited data Storm, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was an old phone. I had
Oh
that
man,
forever.
BlackBerry Storm.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, okay, that's some good information about that. So thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So okay, now we're gonna move on to comics. Um, yeah, like I said, well, not like I said, but I feel like we never really, well, not like not last episode, but before that, haven't really talked about comics. It was usually more about comic movies. But
Yeah.
anyways, so let's see. The first thing I got here for comics is Marvel is showing their Marvel Now Phase 2.
Mhm.
So they announced 2 new books in the Phase 2 series.
Mhm.
So let's see. The first book is Inhuman. Basically, what's gonna lead up to after the event Infinity. It's gonna
Mm.
be about the Inhumans in
Okay, like Black Bolt and Medusa.
Medusa, yeah,
Yeah.
all that, yeah. So yeah, Inhuman is gonna be. Let's see. I think what was it like? I guess was it Terrigen Mists?
Yeah.
That's what they call it. They're gonna it's gonna be spreading around the city or whatever,
Interesting.
and like people that doesn't know that they're gonna have like inhuman powers.
Mm.
So like once they find out, and then they get blipped on the radar, like, oh hey, that's a new Inhuman, and they're just basically, yeah, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna focus more on the Inhumans
Interesting.
It's starting to sound like tongue twisting to me right now.
Yeah.
Inhuman.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's gonna be interesting right after Infinity, and let's see, the next book is All New Invaders. So
Wow.
yeah, the old world World War II team of Captain America, Bucky, who else? Who was a Human Torch, not Johnny Storm, but
Yeah, the
a
android.
robot
Yeah.
android Human Torch, and let's see, Submariner,
Namor. Yeah.
Namor, yeah.
So they're
So they're
actually this was actually kind of like a flashback kind of then, or is it like
no,
a?
no, no. Well, yeah, you think that, but they're gonna be in the present. So they're
Oh.
all teaming in the present now. So that's
Did
what. Oh, go ahead.
oh they revived Bucky? So they revived Bucky. I thought Bucky died again in the comic books like fairly recently.
Fear itself.
Yeah, didn't he die in that event?
Uh, do you want me to spoil that or no?
Oh yeah, it's gonna take me a while to catch up. It's either this or I read on Marvel Wiki, so
Okay.
yeah.
So okay. Okay. Fear itself. Let's see. Who killed him? I think was it Sin? Was it Red Skull's daughter?
I wouldn't be surprised, but
Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry. You don't. Not really. Okay.
yeah.
So yeah. Sin, Red Skull's daughter. I want to say, killed Bucky. Quote unquote killed Bucky.
Mhm.
In battle, and then I want to say it was like there was a panel with Nick Fury and Black Widow.
Mm.
With the what do they call the not the Doombots? What do they call the other? Like Nick Fury has like a bunch of like clone.
Life model decoys.
Yeah, life model decoys. That's it.
Yeah.
So they used a life model decoy for Bucky when he was Captain America.
Oh.
So he looked exactly damaged as he did in the battle, and I think Black Widow had to act like that was him in front of other people, like the original Captain America, Iron Man, such and such.
Yeah.
So yeah, they visually saw him like as dead, and then right after Fear itself, I think there was like a epilogue or whatever of Fear itself. So you see that he goes back to being Winter Soldier.
Oh.
And he was in his comic book series. Right after that, he was looking for other soldiers that went through the same brainwashing program when he was in the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
As Winter Soldier, like as a bad guy.
Yeah.
So that was his whole thing there. And then now I guess he's more in the limelight. It's like, hey, yeah, you're not dead. And some people knew about it, like Nick Fury, Black Widow, and then and right after Fear itself, Captain America.
Right.
Because they wanted Steve Rogers to go back into the Captain America persona.
Right.
So yeah, like I said, going back from that, all new invaders. It's going to be in the present. They're going to team up in the present, and yeah, they're going to do Invader stuff. I haven't really read a Invaders comic, but
yeah,
it should be cool.
Sounds interesting. Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to add more to the Invaders roster, because there were some other people in the Invaders in like the World War II or like the previous iterations.
Yeah. I wonder if they would put Wolverine in the Invaders. He was around during World War II. He fought with Cap at one point.
Yeah. That could possibly be it. Actually, that can kind of leads up to the next part. So yeah, all new Invaders and Inhuman for the Phase 2. So we'll wait and see for other comics what they're going to announce.
Yeah.
So the next part that I have here is so speaking of the events, so events like Infinity that's going on right now, and Battle of Atom. Lucy, go ahead, show that.
Yeah, Infinity. Issue 19 last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that issue 2?
This is issue, I believe so. This is like technically Infinity was continuing from not New Avengers. What was it called? I can't remember the series that was before this.
Regular Avengers.
Yeah, because I know New Avengers is about the Illuminati, but there was a series coinciding with it. I just can't remember what it was called.
It
It was right before this Infinity story.
Well, well, Jonathan Hickman is writing that one, and then regular Avengers. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the series before, but this is basically a continuation of the one that's not the Illuminati one. It's just I think it might be Avengers now.
yeah. That's that.
Yeah,
Yeah, Avengers, regular Avengers.
yeah, regular Avengers. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So regular Avengers. This is a continuation of it. So Infinity has like has like it's got like Miss Marvel, it's got
Mhm.
Captain, all the
Yeah.
yeah.
So with Infinity, if you have read like a Jonathan Hickman book, he he basically shows you like the end panels of end of the story basically, or
Mhm.
in the midst of the final battle in the beginning,
Yeah,
but you don't know what it means in context.
right.
So
Just like a
so
movie. I mean, they do that all the time in like TV shows and
yeah,
movies. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So like he shows like an end part of like something here, and then an end part of like a different arc. So he's basically going to lead you towards that those parts.
Yeah.
So with Jonathan Hickman, it's like very big scale, like everything is planned out from beginning to end, but you won't see it for like a good while.
Mhm.
So it builds up momentum, very slow momentum, but it's pretty cool once you connect the dots. Um, yeah, with Infinity, um, yeah, I dig it so far. I mean, I do like like Jonathan Hickman. Like I got hooked into him since yeah, the Avengers.
Yeah.
Um, so like yeah,
Yeah.
was it, there's like two battles in going on like in space, and then
Mhm.
like Thanos is looking for his Infinity Gauntlet, but he's trying to make his move towards Earth while basically the Avengers and like the strongest of everybody
Yeah.
in the universe is confronting the battle in space. So
Yeah.
Earth is defenseless basically,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's where it's at right now. So,
Yeah.
oh, do you have anything to add to that, Doug?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oddly enough, actually, funny that you mentioned the Infinity Gauntlet because, like, in the with the new Avengers storyline, like, each of the Illuminati have a piece of that gauntlet. So
Yeah,
you figure that Thanos is gonna come down and like hunting all five of them, like, Mr. Fantastic and
yeah,
Panther and
yeah.
yeah. Think
Okay.
that think he's coming? Do you think he's coming for them?
He has to. I mean, he does. Well, I'm not going to spoil it at this point, but he doesn't know what's happening to the or what happened to the
Mm,
Infinity Gauntlet yet. So as far as he knows, everything's hunky dory, and they have it. But little
yeah,
that they know. Again, not going to spoil it. So
yeah.
just read it for yourself, and yeah, I think you'll enjoy it if you like that not that slow burn of finding out what's going on. Why is this happening from here? And so yeah, I definitely recommend Infinity.
Mm.
I mean, do you like it so far from where it's at right now?
I do actually. I feel like it's actually because with Infinity, I feel like it's actually picked up pace. Because like with the
Mhm.
previous storyline, it was getting a little bit slow for me. Like I like oh, there's these new people, they're
Yeah.
growers. I'm like okay, that's
Yeah.
cool. But now they're actually they're going to
Builders.
space. Yeah, now there's actually stuff happening in space. Like they're
Yeah.
flying stuff and like there's almost like intergalactic war going on. So it's like wow, this is actually kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Exactly. So
yeah.
yeah. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. Definitely check it out. I would say. I'm looking at the question and answer, or audience questions app.
Ooh.
But anyways, so let me continue on. So with the other event is Battle of the Atom, uh,
Mm.
and it's being headed by BNB Brian Michael Bendis, uh, and with this event, uh, so comparing it to Infinity is like just base event story is 6 issues, and
Mm.
with Battle of the Atom,
Adam.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Adam. Yeah.
Yeah, Adam. It's like 10 issues altogether. So yeah, I mean, people are getting kind of like little sick and tired of like 10 issues of an event, or they wanted to make it more condensed and shorter. So yeah, and it also is starting off strong too because it's was it is it the 50th anniversary of the X-Men?
Sounds about right. Yeah, I think that's why they're doing a lot of blast from the past stuff. So yeah, I think so. That makes sense.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, yeah, it's starting out pretty like pretty decent, pretty good. Um, it's like a normal routine with the Jean Grey School of Higher Learning,
Hmm.
with the past X-Men that's there. And if you don't know what that means or what's going on, read All New X-Men. Yeah, because Brian Michael Bendis is playing around with the X-Men sandbox right now.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, like they're doing routine stuff. Sentinels attack. Uh, Sentinel almost kills Cyclops, or yeah, almost kills Cyclops because
Yay.
it blasted the past Cyclops that's there in the present.
Oh, nice.
And because
Time
of that,
paradox.
yeah, because that happened, and basically he died at that moment. Like present Cyclops just like disappeared just like that.
Nice.
So, but he came back. I mean, I'm kind of spoiling it at this point, but so like he comes back and then yeah, you just keep reading on, and then you'll see why. Now at the end of the first issue, future X-Men, because there's a bunch of futures with X-Men.
Mhm.
There's like a team of future X-Men that wants the past original five to go back to where they came from because they're messing everything up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it gets kind of complicated in that sense. Like, man, wait, what? Because me trying to explain it is like, wait, what? Past X-Men are in the present, but there's future X-Men. They want
Yeah.
to tell the past X-Men to go home, you know? So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's I would say comparing the two of them, I would say Infinity has my attention more, and I'm an X-Men guy personally.
Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, it has my attention more because it's Jonathan Hickman, and like I'm becoming a big fan of his stuff. And then with with the Brian Michael Bendis, it's like I want to say it's usual like routine in a way.
Mhm.
Brian Michael Bendis, but yeah, he's playing with the X-Men, and it's interesting. So I'd say check those out. I do dig Battle of the Atom. So yeah, I mean, have you read Battle of the Atom yet? Like,
Not yet, really. Like I know, like what's been going on in the storyline, like with the past X-Men thing.
okay,
I think like Beast. I remember hearing like Beast brought them to the present to try and show Cyclops where he's been going wrong lately.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
That's the funny
I,
thing. I don't like
yeah.
Beast. At least I don't like this Beast right now.
Oh yeah, I heard like it looks totally different too. It looks kind of weird. But
Not even appearance. It's like the way he's going about it.
mm,
Like he, in a in a way, I think of it like scumbag Beast, like the brown scumbag hat you see on memes. Like I think of that like on Beast. You know.
nice.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I mean, granted, I'm really not the world's biggest Cyclops fan. But, like, for some reason, I just
that's right. Yeah, we did talk about this before.
you were talking about this, yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
he's like, I don't know, man. He cheated on Jean,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, definitely check out both events if you're like really big into Marvel. So yeah.
yeah.
Let's see. All right, now we're going to go down to movies. Let's see. First up, oh, this is interesting. So Josh Brolin was considered to be Batman for the next Man of Steel / Batman movie.
Huh.
So that would have been interesting in itself because Josh Brolin, he looks like a little older. Um, Basically, he looks a little older, and so it would almost be like almost like pre
Whoa.
Batman Beyond, like older Batman,
Yeah,
you know.
but
So
he
yeah.
looks like it. I like he had like pictures of him from like before. Like
Mhm.
I feel like he pulled off a Bruce Wayne. I feel like he like. I mean, given like if I mean, granted, this isn't following the Nolan continuity, but at the same time, like
Yeah.
if they wanted someone to like kind of portray like an older Batman, like I feel like Josh Brolin actually like he looks like Christian Bale if he did age a little bit, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like
Exactly.
like you could like if you want to do that story, like you say like oh some time passed from like Dark Knight Rises, and so like
Mhm.
oh so Batman just kind of like resurfaced and like this could be him
Yeah.
after all that stuff, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like, I'm looking at the pictures, I'm like, oh, yeah, I can see him. I can actually see him more as Batman than Affleck, but
Yeah.
Schneider, whoever chose Affleck, so well,
Yeah.
guess we'll
Yeah.
see.
So we'll see. We'll see what they're gonna do with that. I think Brolin, uh, I guess posted some stuff like, yeah, give Affleck a chance. I was like, yeah, I mean, personally, I'm like, yeah, I'll give him a chance, but I'm very like, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
still
like,
kind of iffy about it myself too. So I was like, okay, yeah.
oh, speaking of Batman, uh, I posted a picture that was on Nerd of the Bay Facebook, and you saw this,
Yes.
and I don't have it on the show notes, but speaking of which, like, can't believe this. I think he's trolling too. Justin Bieber posted a picture. You see, it looks like basically, it was a selfie, but you see was it on the right side, like a script of Superman slash Batman. So they were saying that he could be possibly becoming or will be Robin in the movie if Robin is going to be in the movie. But my initial reaction was like, "Oh hell no, hell to the no."
Agreed. I was like, I really want to put the Futurama meme, like with the professor saying, "I don't want to live on this planet anymore."
Exactly. I was like, "Are you nuts? Really? Justin Bieber? Really? Really?"
You know, there's just like rumors going around, like saying, "Oh, it's only for like like a Mad TV, not Mad TV, like some random like skit or something like that." Like saying like, "Oh
Yeah.
no, it's just for a skit." Like, but you know what? I mean, I hope it's for a skit, but I really just don't want to see it as Robin. I would not see that movie at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be all off if he has to, or if he was casted as like Jason Todd.
Yeah, Jason
Wait,
Todd.
what?
Gosh.
Justin Bieber, Jason Todd?
No.
No, yeah, I can't see that.
You know what they should make him? They should make him Stephanie Brown. They should
There
make
you go. There you go. Exactly. Make him, yeah, Stephanie
make
Brown.
him the girl Robin.
Yeah, like, that doesn't make any sense. But
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Justin Bieber and the way he acts. But
Yeah.
I think I want to say there's a part of me that thinks that he's trolling people, and he's it makes sense because everybody's talking about it now. It's like, oh, I can't believe it. No, I don't want Justin Bieber to be Robin. I hope, if he's gonna be Robin, I hope he dies. Yada, yada.
I hope he gets me with a crowbar like 8 times.
Exactly. I hope Joker comes and like beats the crap out of Justin Bieber Robin. With a crowbar.
With the crowbar.
Like, man. Oh my goodness. But anyways, it's a little tangent. Again, I didn't put this on the show notes, but I was like, we were just talking about it. It's like, you might as well.
Yep.
So, okay, on to the next part. Freaking Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I know.
So the next part in the movies is Ant-Man the movie is getting a release date of let's see, what was it? July 31st, 2015. So yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Not too far away.
Not too far away. It was it 2 years now? Next?
Yeah.
So then I did put down that it's going to be a pretty busy year because Star Wars 7, Superman, Batman, Man of Steel,
Avengers 2,
and Avengers 2. They're all coming out that same year, probably in the summer.
Wow.
So that is a lot of summer blockbusters, and that's going to be me going to every single one of those movies.
Yeah, same here. Although on the subject though, do we know who's playing Ant-Man yet? Have we got an actor?
I have yet to hear an actor, so no, I don't think there's nobody confirmed.
Okay, I wonder who's gonna play that. Like, so also on that line, are they confirming that they're doing Ant-Man after Avengers 2?
I believe they are. Well, maybe not. I don't know, because Avengers 2 is coming out at the same time. So, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what they're working on first, and then right after Avengers 2. Right after Ant-Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's all I'm hearing so far is just a release date. So, yeah. But yeah, that's interesting. So okay, on to the next part. J.J. Abrams is going to step down for director of Star Trek 3.
Wow.
Unfortunately, but he will stay on as a producer. Probably because he's being casted, or he's directing Star Wars.
Right.
And that's probably going to be taking more of his time. I don't know. Did you see this? There was a picture that was just posted about Star Trek Into Darkness where you actually see R2-D2.
Oh no, I have it.
I guess there was like a ship battle and like a hull was like destroyed and people are and equipment or whatever is flying out of space,
Yeah.
and then there's one small speck is like R2D2 flying off.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was like a little cool Easter egg. So yeah, yeah, it kind of sucks because yeah, J.J. Abrams he's doing pretty well on Star Trek, but
Yeah.
he's on Star Wars now, so hopefully
Totally.
hopefully he can make that awesome too.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah. I have faith in J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, so yeah, I do too. I do
Yeah.
too. So yeah, and then let's see. Okay, yeah, this I like this one. So the next part, let's see, Mortal Kombat Legacy, Season 2 or Legacy 2. They showed a trailer. What was it like maybe a few days ago?
Hmm.
Um, let's see. Yeah, it's like it's not. If you ever watched Legacy Season 1, it's not exactly like bread and butter or like vanilla or straight from the video game story Mortal Kombat.
Hmm.
So a lot of things changed, and or it's like alternate world Mortal Kombat type of thing. Did you ever see like the old trailer? Not trailer. Well, I guess it was an old trailer of like Michael Jai White as Jax, and they were
Was
doing
this?
like
I remember watching the movies. Like there were two movies a long time ago, right?
no, not the movies, but like it was like a trailer of that was on YouTube. Um, yeah, like I said, it was like an alternate like universe type of thing because it was Jax was a cop. Michael Jai White was playing Jax.
Really?
Sonya Blade was a cop as well, rather than military special force, but like just a regular cop. And they were interrogating Scorpion, and so Scorpion was like a regular ninja, not like a Hellspawn ninja or anything. But like a lot of stuff was like it was changed and it was cool because it was like a gritty urban type of thing.
Yeah.
So with Legacy Season 2, they're doing more of the same. You're gonna see more of the other Mortal Kombat characters like let's see, Blind Kenshi is gonna be played by Daniel Southworth. Let's see, you know him as the voice of Virgil in Devil May Cry.
Okay.
Let's see what else. He was the Quantum Ranger in Power Rangers.
Quad Ranger.
Let's see what else. Uh, yeah, I'm pretty sure he did other stuff. I'm not remembering, but yeah, he's Blind Kenshi.
Hmm.
Uh, I forgot who was Shang Tsung. He's back. Shang Tsung is back, the original one in the movie. He's back in season 2 of Mortal Kombat Legacy.
Interesting.
The interesting part of that is like in the regular story, Liu Kang and Shang Tsung they are like mortal enemies.
Hmm.
But in the trailer, it showed like Shang Tsung persuading him to, I guess, fight again, but in a way like have him be a follower. So like they're like Shang Tsung is trying to like recruit Liu Kang because Liu Kang had something like tragic happen to him in this trailer. So like he's vengeful, he's like dark and like not emo, but like he's hating everybody. Like it's not the regular Liu Kang.
Yeah.
So, and then what else? What
Interesting.
else did I see?
Dark Liu Kang.
Yeah, exactly. So what else did I see? Mark Dacascos. I want to say he's playing Kung Lao. And I think from it was a very brief of Kung Lao, but it,
Hmm.
it was like regular Shaolin Kung Lao. So yeah, but it's cool that Mark Dacascos is in it. Yeah, and then who else? Who else is there? There are other people, but no. Yeah, I'm forgetting now. Anyways,
Yeah.
so I mean, I'll post that link in the description about Mortal Kombat Legacy, and then yeah, I hope you guys check it out and yeah, be excited for it because it was a really good trailer.
Definitely.
So yeah, okay, and then the final part of movies. Let's see, in Star Wars 7, yeah, Star Wars 7. They said that it's gonna have not exactly the whole movie, but I guess bits and pieces. It's going to be part of an origin story as well.
Hmm.
Um, I don't. They didn't confirm or say who exactly is going to be in the origin story, but Doug. if there was a origin that you wanted to see, who would it be for
That's a
you?
good question though. Like if they were doing an origin, like do you think would they be doing for like a past character, or do you think they'd be doing for a new character? That's the
They would. From what I read in the article, they would have to do a past character because anything, yeah,
Okay. Well, I'm sure like
yeah.
I'm sure a
But
bajillion fans would be like, oh, Boba Fett, let's see his origin story. We know where he came from. He was a
yeah, you already
clone.
saw.
So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
he was a clone of a clone of a clone.
Uh, Obi-Wan would be really neat for me, I think.
Obi-Wan, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I mean, like, granted, we saw him, like, I mean, he was Qui-Gon's apprentice, but there is even more than that if you think about it, really.
okay,
Like, there's, like, when he's training at the temple or that
okay,
kind of stuff, but,
okay. I see.
I'd probably say, also, we don't even know where he was really from now, do we? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, I mean, we know he was taking, like, he was, taken to the Jedi Temple, obviously, like, at a young age, but where was he from? Where were his parents from?
yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Let's see. I did see other people say, I want to see Han and Chewie, like how they got together. Were they ever part of the Empire at some point?
No, I think there's a long story about like there's some Han Solo background stories and like in some of the books.
Oh, like they did work for the Empire for a little bit.
I think so. I think Han was trying to. I don't remember if I read it correctly or not. I feel like I remember I read like Han was in the Imperial Academy for a very short time,
Okay.
but like he dropped out after like seeing what they did with like the Wookiees, and that's how I met Chewie actually.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I remember. I think I remember reading that somewhere. I could be very wrong. Star Wars purists forgive me if I get information mixed up, but I feel like I remember reading somewhere that like he like Han was briefly in the Imperial Academy, but then
Okay.
like he saw what they were doing with the Wookiees and like he changed his mind like left.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So yeah, I saw people say that. What else did I see? I think I saw people say Palpatine. Who else? Who else did I see?
So I think
I just
Darth Plagueis is like what's his mat? I know from reading history on Wikipedia. I know.
Wikipedia. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, Wikipedia. That's what it's called. That's where I go look up like some information.
Okay.
I know Palpatine's master was Darth Plagueis, like he was telling Anakin
Yeah.
in Episode 3. That was his master, and
Okay.
Palpatine killed him in his sleep
Yeah.
because you obviously it's
One of
Palpatine.
power. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then because I think Darth Plagueis like found him at a young age or something like that. Like he saw that Palpatine had had a thing for politics or whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They said that. Yeah. People say. I saw people say that. I also saw people say Yoda. It's like, hey, yeah.
That would be a good one.
I'll be down with Yoda. Yeah, because yeah, I know the prequels weren't like highly regarded, but I was a fan. I was a fan of what was this? Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones?
Not
Second
not
one?
yeah, the second one. Not exactly the movie, but just that fight scene at the end.
Oh yeah, Yoda. Yes,
With
that
Yoda
was
just jumping around and stuff.
so epic.
Yeah.
I think
so-
that's like the one thing that like pretty much everyone was like there for. Essentially.
yeah, exactly.
Everything
Yeah,
else was just kind of garbage.
exactly. I did watch it multiple times just for that fight scene.
Mm.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I didn't see anything else. Is there anybody else that you would want to see?
Let's see. There's Yoda. Qui-Gon backstory would be good too.
Oh yeah, Qui-Gon. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Qui-Gon. I'm trying to figure out who else would be good backstory. I mean, we already know Luke and Leia's backstory. Han and Chewie. We already know how C-3PO is freaking built.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
but who built R2-D2? That's
Exactly. There you go. Yeah.
What's his background
The
story?
most resourceful. Yeah.
Yeah, like one of the true heroes of
Yeah. Yeah. Who was the person, like, I guess it was in Star Wars 1 where they're in the bar and
Ponda Baba?
yeah, it was at the Who Shot First thing.
Yeah, Greedo.
I think I listened to like a movie podcast like nowadays or like usually, and they said I want to see the origin story of Guido. Like they mentioned that like like he was forced to do bad stuff because he's actually a good person. Like he's doing it for his family. It's like he had to act like a scumbag for like Java or something. Yeah, we'll see a Guido like origin story. Like really, like did I really shoot first? You know,
dude, you know what would be another good origin story?
Yeah.
Java the Hutt.
Java the Hutt.
Let's see how the hell Java came to be.
Yeah, right. Little young Java.
Young Java.
It sounds like a rapper too.
I know. He had his own dance group.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it for movies. Let's see. On to. Okay. Yeah. It's out here. Okay. So we're gonna go to our topic of the week.
Cool.
We are just getting to it. Dang. Let's see. So the topic of the week is from Steve Franco. So I know Steve from high school. So yeah, he watches these the Nerd Roll Call. So I appreciate it, Steve. So yeah, so he posted an article for me asking why there hasn't been not a decent or good, but like, well, why hasn't there been a good Wonder Woman movie yet? So, like, reading this article, it was saying, like, yeah, there's no woman, like, I guess, around now that can live up to, or as of yet, that can live up to, like I guess, the awesomeness of Wonder Woman. Yeah, I mean, I read the article, and I would kind of have to agree in a sense, but as I thought about it more, like, I was thinking, like, okay, who can play Wonder Woman? I was thinking, before she got skinny, I was like, you know, I would figure that they would just pick Angelina Jolie, because she was Tomb Raider, she was Lara Croft, and she does play that tough female in other movies. So yeah, like I said, before she got skinny, yeah, like I think she can fit that role because yeah, she's a strong female. It has like a little thing. It has something about like going hand in hand with people.
Yeah.
Who else would I think would be a good person?
Well, see, did you ever know about the? They were actually planning to have a Wonder Woman TV series like about a year ago.
Yeah, pretty recently. Yeah, I do remember seeing that.
And like I think they were thinking about choosing. Did you ever watch Friday Night Lights?
Heard of the show, never watched it though.
Okay, I watched it. Like they were actually thinking of picking an actress from that show, Adrienne Palicki.
That's right. Yeah, I did see. Yeah, I did see that.
So she technically would have been our Wonder Woman for the TV show, but they never went through with the airing of the pilot. So
yeah. They didn't go with the pilot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, they were getting close to finding one, you know, but who else was I thinking of that could be a possible one? One that I would think, and Princeton would know who it would be. She's good. Like I guess she has the look, and she can show the part, like fighting wise. Was Gina Carano. You ever heard of her?
No, I don't know. Who is that?
So she's like a kickboxer, MMA fighter.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she can fit that Amazonian princess, like, you know, combat style, but she would either need to get some acting lessons to either get the sound of an Amazonian, or you don't even know what an Amazonian sounds like, but I don't know, like, because she can't act like Gina Carano, because Gina Carano, like, when she talks, it's kind of like plain Jane type.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, like, did you ever see Justice League Unlimited?
Yes, I love that show.
Okay, so
they have it on Netflix. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So well, that Wonder Woman, yeah, I would say that was a pretty good fit for a voice. Or did you? Was there an issue with her with her voice, or did you?
Not really. I felt that fit. I mean, like they actually still use her voice for. Did you ever play Injustice yet?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I never played it personally, but I do watch it in the fighting game tournaments and stuff.
So they basically kept the same voice cast for the
That's
Justice
right.
League,
Yeah.
yeah, Justice League JLU, and Teen Titans because technically because of Cyborg. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So like that was a pretty good fit for voice. So um, and then like in DC Universe Online, um, they picked another actress for to play her voice, and I think it was I don't know her name, but she was on Battlestar Galactica. Like what was the black? There was a black girl on that show.
She was kind of there
Or was
like,
it Firefly?
oh,
Okay.
Gina Torres. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Firefly. That's what it was.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, they picked her to play Wonder Woman, and I guess people weren't really used to like her voice as Wonder Woman, but to me it sounded like like Amazonian type voice. I would think.
Interesting.
So yeah, it was like two polar opposites coming from like Justice League Unlimited and then like DCUO like Amazonian type thing.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, uh, do you have any guesses or like who would you think would be like a strong female like that could fit the role of Wonder Woman?
That's kind of hard. That's kind of hard. I'm trying to like think of it. Like I thought Adrian Palicki might. I mean, I haven't seen the pilot. I really would like to see it to see how it would have gone.
Okay.
I feel like Adrian Palicki could have been a good option.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of some other ones right now. I feel maybe as a young Wonder Woman, like growing up on like Themyscira, I feel like Jennifer Lawrence might do a decent job.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Definitely.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think she could be a good young Wonder Woman. Trying to figure out like for like a modern day one. I'm trying to think of like someone with like dark hair, yeah. I mean, I think Angelina Jolie would have been a decent choice too.
Hmm.
Trying to think what other actresses nowadays have like really like kind of like the long like kind of like black like dark hair.
Okay.
Um, I mean,
I mean,
granted, I mean
you can just do that. You can just dye hair and then in a way.
that's true. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out some other actresses though. Like who do I? It's kind of weird. I've never really envisioned a Wonder Woman movie for some odd reason. Like I know, like obviously, like she's part of the DC Trinity, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's been hard for me. Like it's hard for me to pick an actress for like for her out of like all the DC characters.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like the article said, like they think that nobody can live up to that character.
Yeah,
Like
I mean, because she's so iconic.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
what it is. And then if you try to match up an actress to that character, it's like no, she's not good enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's interesting, and hopefully we'll find somebody that can play that part because I know people want to see a Wonder Woman movie or they just want
Yes.
to see like a strong female type lead play because I guess you don't see that. Yeah, you don't really see that much in terms
Mhm.
of a movie type of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean yeah,
That'd be cool.
that's it. So okay, yeah, I guess that is it. Fortunately, no questions. Actually, there was a question, but it was directed to Princeton, but he's not here, so unfortunately we
Princeton.
can't answer it. Or maybe, well, no, we'll try to answer it in a wrestling special that we're gonna do
Yeah.
pretty soon, like in the during the week.
Mm.
So yeah, that's it. I guess that's the show. So yeah, let's see. I guess what we're gonna do is do regular stuff, regular contact info stuff. Doug, where can they reach you?
They can reach me at my Facebook at facebook.com/Dougness88, DOUGNESS88, and I'm on there pretty much 24/7. So reach me there if you have any questions or like to join us on the show. So
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. And then with me, as you can see on Twitter, Marco Polo 177. That's basically everything. Every other site that I'm gonna mention. Let's see, at Nerd in the Bay. I run that Twitter, so like if you want to, yeah. You go ahead and follow me on either those two, and then I'm just gonna try to post cool stuff and notices of like when we're asking for questions, and yeah. So those two, Facebook.com/Marco Polo 177. Let's see what else. Tumblr, same thing. Marco Polo 177.tumblr.com. Google Plus, we have Google Plus pages. Again, never know how to post that URL or how to say that URL. So just look up Mark Flores and then look up Nerd in the Bay. What else? What else? What else? I always get blank here. What else? Is there anything else? Um, I guess that's it. Yeah. So the Tumblr of Nerd of the Bay, we're still working on that type of that stuff. Um, yeah. And I think okay. So things to look forward to. Let's see. Like I said, we're doing a wrestling special during the week, so hopefully it's probably going to be like last time where I get off of work in the morning and then like just hook up with Princeton and I'm going to be delirious and we'll start talking about wrestling. Hopefully his dog won't be interrupting and I'm going to be losing it. And then I'm trying to do a special tricking show with other people. So, I guess I mentioned to you, Doug, that I had two people from the West Coast, and then two others on the East, and then we're going to talk about Red Bull Throwdown event that just happened,
Sweet.
and then yeah, I mean we'll try to get that situated, because the main issue right now is scheduling, because like my work schedule and then what they do in their lives and like the East Coast, like if I'm trying to do it on my schedule, it's like 4 in the morning for them. So yeah, so there's a lot of tough complications, but hopefully we can get that done. So that's what you can look forward to. So a second wrestling episode, and then hopefully a tricking show or episode in the near future. And yeah, so let's see. Let's try to okay. So questions of the show. So first question. So usually, okay. So I think what we're gonna do is with the topic of the week. That's gonna be the first question. It's like, why do you think there hasn't been a good fit for Wonder Woman in terms of all the actresses, and what makes you think, or let's see, yeah, that's it. Who do you think can play like a good Wonder Woman in the movie? And then let's see the second one. Second. Oh man, taking too long. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So the second question is going to go out to the comic people. What do you think of the Marvel events right now? Infinity and Battle of Atom. So just post your comments and opinions of what you think, and then hopefully, we can read them out on the next episode, and and get you get your little 15 seconds of fame and such. So yeah. So I guess that's it. Yeah. Thank you very much for people watching out there, and then hope to see you guys next week. All right. So yeah.
Cool.
Take it easy. Have a good night, morning,
good night, folks.
See you next week.
See you next week.